like, don't play with me. What's good? This your boy Hood. I'm rocking with y'all today. Again, this Black Outrage number 36. Let me take my glasses off. Black Outrage Saturday game. And we rocking about BET being canceled, all this stuff going down with them, you know. And so we're going to try to talk about it and see what the world got to say about it. You know the format of the show over here. We get to the conversations that's going on, and I got to do a little housework right quick before I get going. Right quick. Yesterday we had a release of my new shirt. We got the clothing line together now, so that was a blessing and a great steps in the right direction. So I hope y'all get a chance to check that out too. Let me start with the green screen though, because at least you can see the green scrizzle. I've been working on this green screen too, because I want them cuties to be right there. Because we got the BET Awards being canceled, and you know BET Awards is like a staple in the black community. But it's so funny too because I almost, my take is weird because my take is like, yeah, black people didn't just show up to that goddamn uh, um, Essence Fest because it was African. So they turned it into an African situation. So black people didn't show up to that. And so now they like, what y'all think y'all finna come to the BET Awards? Well, BET is owned by white folks. So why the hell would they let a bunch of black dudes come and wreck their spot? You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that. So all of the black people saying, oh man, y'all gonna just shut our stuff down. But to me, it's like, why do we keep looking for people like them to have our back when it comes to making the projects like these? We are BT. We're the black entertainment. It should never be owned by some white company. It should never be ran by a white corporation. That is blasphemy if you're talking to me. But I understand it because we always want to have what they got. We want to fit in. We want to be a part of what they got going on. So we don't really look at ourselves of any dynamicism. You know what I'm saying? But we are the ones. We are them guys. I know I am. I've been creating and making for so many years. I love doing it. Hit that pin comment too, man, because in that pin comment is where you're going to go and highlight that YouTube membership. You know what I'm saying? I got my shirt. This it, because I got my new shirt in. I got to go find it. Oh, here it is, right? Chisel. Here it is, right? Chisel. And we starting off early. We tagging this baby today. What's good with y'all? So we shopping. This the Hood Films t-shirt. Official. Right now, this is what we got. Let me make sure I put it in the comment section. Oh, let's tag that thing. Because we working on my product, my brand. I've been working my butt off the months there. 5Q. Hey, that's a crazy name. 5Key? That's dope, boy. Hey, I never seen that name before in my life. 5Key. That's cold. 5Key. That's crazy. Hey, that's a dope name. Are you President Obama? You must be Miss Obama if I'm President Obama. That's funny. 5Key. Hey, I like that name. It's like a religious name. Oh, Australia. What's up? What's up, Australia? Y'all popping in this joint today. What's popping? Appreciate y'all sliding in chisel. All right, so I'm going in a little bit, but I gotta do some work right quick. So we got the YouTube membership set up right quick in the system. I'm just doing everything I gotta do on my end real quick. We're looking for super chats today. Hopefully y'all show some love like that. We do appreciate everything y'all do. Super stickers. We got the super stickers. Not exactly know how that works yet, but let me see if it works. If I click it, what does it do? Okay, I'm supposed to buy it. I get that. So let's cancel that because I need y'all to be buying it. That's the whole idea. But I will put the super chat thing up. Create a poll. Awards be canceled. Let's do that. We got a poll now. Did I finish it? Okay, you got to come down here. I'm just making sure we got this up here because I want y'all to. Wait, that's not how you spell cancel? How the hell you spell cancel? Oh, it's E-L-E-D. Okay, now I know. All right, so what's up? What's my name? Ella. What's my name? My name right there. Hood. See that? That's me. Hood. What's your name? Ella. I got that. So hit the poll. We wanted you guys to hit the membership up there. We got the poll, and we're gonna do a goal of some super chats and see if you guys want to support us like this. I'm just making sure I got everything up there because nowadays you got to do all this stuff. And I really do this thing, so I appreciate y'all coming over again. Hood Films, y'all rocking with us. This is actually Black Outrage, number 36. Wait. Okay, this needs to be an O right here. Yeah, Black Outrage 36. We're talking about the BET Awards being actually rocked out and gone. So you gotta let me know, is that a good idea? So let's get to the content now. Ooh, that was a crazy one. I had to work that shit right there. But BET Awards are canceled. It's almost like, what? I can't believe it. Like, why? But I can understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not really owned by black people, and the people who own it, they're not going to be happy with a bunch of black folks. You know, you saw how the black people did not just come to the BT to the Essence Fest, and so most black people feel like, yo, I'm gonna show up to the next one, but they're not gonna let that happen. You know, okay, I think we gotta put cancel right there. Now I know how to spell cancel too. So yeah, it's just like, damn, how the hell did they stop it? But they got some dude with a weird face. He looked like he's the leader of it or something like. I don't know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like he's the leader of it. You know what I'm saying? Out of the BET Awards. I'm trying to make sure I saw that. That was crazy though for them to cancel it. It's like, why? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, but they own it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just don't understand why would they cancel it. Let's get to this guy. Let's see what this guy got to say. It happened so fast that it's not a lot of content on it right now, but we're going to have to sift through here and schedule and find the content. So we got a couple of votes in right now. The little votes is coming in real quick, so we want you guys to continue to vote. Hit the comment section. Let us know. Hit the like button. Show some love. Let's get to this guy's commentary. Let's go.
Can you tell me that now they getting rid of the BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Music Awards? Oh my God, man. Me personally, I feel like, who cares, man? We didn't tune in that much to those anyway. And let's be clear, the BET Hip Hop Awards is different than the BET Awards that already include hip hop. We don't have the show Soul Train. Why do we need the Soul Train Awards that nobody's really tuning into? Tell me who was on there last year that you just been talking about their performance. Couldn't tell me, could you? Exactly. So let's not make a big deal out of everything. They're getting rid of it indefinitely, but we still have the BET Awards with the BET experience that have been shrinking down, taken from someone that's done BET production for years. Much smaller. Wait, so you mean to tell me that now they get?
So he had a quick little point. His idea is that we got other shows that could fulfill that gap. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, something dedicated directly to hip hop, that's going to be a little bit more effective. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes straight to hip hop. If you guys would watch all these singers and all these everybody, then you know BT crazy. They be trying to hook up with pop artists. They trying to hook up with white artists. It's almost like the BT Awards is making you watch it so that you can see which white person are they going to catapult this year, like Sam Smith or this dude. And then it's like, yeah, he get one too. He doing black music, so technically it's good music. So yeah, he get one too. It's like supposed to be BET, well, y'all got all these white people in, but technically it's owned by white folks. So why would we care about what they do? This is another one of those nothing burgers. We're supposed to be concerned about what white people got going on when they own it. They literally own it. They make the stories. They hire the producers. They pay the paychecks. They make the ideas of what the show ideas are going to be. None of that is owned by black people. Nobody run it. Nobody set nothing up. HoodFilms is owned by black people. Black person, black. See that? That's me. That's not owned by them. That's owned by some white family. And it was also owned by Paramount before they bought it. So it's ridiculous. Talking about if they going to cancel it. Nobody was watching that crap anyway. Nobody care about who y'all like and step up and push forward. But let's get to this guy conversation. Let me know in the comment section who this dude is. I think y'all might have seen him online before. Let's see.
Oh, you listen to the lyrics? Stage presence? Level of professionalism from the host? When they transition from the commercials? We hadn't gotten better. Get to the Motown tributes when Michael used to, we ain't gotten better. The BET with the ciphers and the ciphers is some names we know but we don't know, and they sounding better than just coming on the stage. And we ain't got that no more.
Oh man.
So if you look at the
So that's another little take on it. He felt like that it's gonna be stuff that's missing. You know, that's Charleston White He feel like it's gonna be things that's missing that only the BET Awards can hold. But I think that that's still another thing. It's like the BET Awards been going on since I was young. I mean, come on. I never tuned into that. As soon as I got out of the age bracket, it was over with. I'm not watching it no more. It's not nothing I care about because the people that they putting up, I'm not interested in their story or what they got going on. So I just think that that part right there is enough for me not to really care about what they got going on. Plus, they could have gave more ownership to somebody black because I don't see how somebody not from the culture could feel comfortable about selling you your culture. That to me is like weird. It's almost like I'm opening up a Chinese shop, a Chinese food store, or I'm opening up uh, some kind of where do white people go like one of those kind of places where you gotta have a membership. I forgot what they call that shit. Like I'm opening one of them up and shit, and it's like all the people come over here. Y'all supposed to come over here with me, and it's like what, man? Don't nobody want to hear that, man. You got to stay in your lane. And I ain't saying you can't do those things, but I can't see white people presenting media to that extent, and you're gonna have fun with it and like it. It's gonna obviously be other people that they try have to promote up in order for you to like what they got going on. Because otherwise, like, what are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it's y'all doing our entertainment. Like, you really think you doing something that I want to see? Like, come on, y'all. You own the TV stations, you own the network, you own the outlet. That don't mean I'm interested in what you're putting out. And I think that's what it is. BET was black facing, so it was a white owned media, and it had black workers who were facing you. So you can look up there and say, oh, the CEO is black. Oh, the executive, that producer's black. Oh, that actor's black. That writer's black. Oh, that person right there, he behind the scenes. That is white, black facing. Black owned is when you write the story, you write the objects, you know what the hell's coming next, you hire the people, you know who's gonna be hiring the people, you hire the people who gonna hire the people, and then stay with, even if they different cultures, you still are at the top of deciding everything. And that's what the people was doing at BET. So it wasn't really quality programming. It wasn't really nothing that was gonna give you, I mean, it was like just dumb you down with music that you probably don't even listen to. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally only. That's it. Just dumb you down with music that you probably don't even pay attention to. Because they just happy that they getting a chance to get around our creation. Like black people don't really pay attention to their creations and try to cherish it and then we just want to sell it to white folks for the money because obviously that's how you get rich. So it's like that kind of is a blocking a little in a lot of ways because you're blocking yourself. You're not able to reach further and expound upon your own thing. Imagine if the black guy, the white guy who opened up McDonald's sold it to a black person that was rich. Imagine that. He said, hey, I got this burger shop. I finally got it and I like it. It's shit working. But these dudes down the street, they got money. They down over there in Harlem, let's say, and they got how to sell this shit to them right now. What if he would have did that? You think it'd be a Burger King right now today? You think McDonald's right now today? On every block, every corner, airports and everything? He had to keep it himself and he had to put his own touch and dabble on it. And then when he died, he left a legacy to his children so that they can carry it on. That's really how white businesses work. So to try to get behind the BT and you don't own no element of it, you're not really, you don't run nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just a fan. And they ain't going to hire you. Like they'll hire the black people who they like. They might have to be from some sorority or fraternity or some kind of college or something like that that they produce because they're gonna hire their own. Now imagine if the people that own BET was a CEO that was a white man, but every single other person he hired was black because it's a black company. But that's not true. His board of directors gonna be white. His executives going to be white. His supervisory people going to be white. The people who you're going to see and I'm going to see is going to be black. The performers, the singers, the camera guy, the producers. That's the black folks. But the people making the decisions, the people that's bringing the information up, the shareholders, they ain't not going to be no black folks. So they're going to basically, this is why black people ran away from the Essence Fest because you're basically telling us, hey, it's a black event, but black people got nothing to do with it. We're not putting it on. We're not designing it. The colors ain't ours. The food, nothing that we choosing. The vendors ain't who we choosing. Basically, it's your thing, and you just want us to come give you money for it. So we don't really have no direction in it. We just waiting on you to tell us what to do, how it's going to look, and then if we don't mess with it, see, I feel like they stopping this BET award thing because they know they probably still got some kind of fandom of people that pay attention to it. But I believe that they stopping that because black people didn't show up to the Essence Fest. So they like, yeah, y'all think y'all finna overindulge at this motherfucking BET Awards thing. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing it. You ain't finna come down here and wild out and get drunk and go crazy. Plus, you saw the melee happen in Cincinnati. So it's a lot of again, these are white controlled, white owned things. So at the end of the day, they're sitting up watching the same stuff on TV as everybody else, and they saying, we finna have all these motherfuckers down at the LA thing at the Kodak Center. we're gonna be responsible for this. If something had to happen like this after the end of the BET Award, we can't control these black people from doing that. We can't even control these white folks for getting in their face. If it happened like that, it's gonna be on us. And they sat back, executives in a room with the opposite color of this, and said, you know what? We ain't doing it. We're not gonna do it. We look at our numbers last year. We had Fat Joe doing this. This not going. Fat Joe actually went down after that. His name and quality just went upside down. So especially in the black culture. So they're not gonna just come show up to our place, and we're gonna probably get the wrong ones to come. We ain't gonna get them bougie black people with the 9 to 5s who like to take the Carnival cruises. We ain't gonna get them. We gonna get the Tico, Ray Ray, and Man Man. They're gonna come in there and be like, yo, hey, and that's going to be a problem. And we can't just bring a bunch of police in here because, it's going to be a riot. So that's why they don't want to really be responsible for the actions of everybody that come to the thing and feel like this where I want to come be at. And they're going to be like, oh, shit, we going to be, if something going down, it's going to be on us. So let's get back to the message, y'all. Hit the like button, share the message. Let's do some voting, too, because we got some voting going on. Let's read the statement of the vote. The conversation of the vote is, should BET Awards be canceled? Look like I spelled that shit wrong. I missed that one word. But you know what I'm saying right there. And it looked like 67% of the people, that's a large number. 67% of the amount of people that actually voted said, yeah, it should be canceled. It's garbage. And tell me in the comment section why you think it should be garbage as well. It should be canceled as well, because a lot of this stuff is crazy, but Wait, I'm actually, yeah, that is kind of true. I don't see that popping up right now. So let me switch this over. Okay, you know what I'll do while I set this up? I think somebody making some comments about, did I see some video? I did not see that, J Money. Sorry for that, brown brother. I ain't see it, man. I don't see everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do miss shit, and that's one I did miss. Okay, so, all right, let me just go ahead and play this little video and let the lady explain herself away, and we'll get back to it in a minute. All right, y'all, let's go.
Keep it a buck. She only got anxiety. So that whole argument don't make sense to me. Let's just keep it 100. She got pale. She got pale. Moving over from that to the Queen of Rap, I'm still in this moment. Okay, I'm still living in this moment because Nikki gave us the high school challenge. Okay, she gave us the high school challenge. She gave us the other words. Their viewership ratings and prestige has been on a decline. Okay, now am I shocked? No. And do I feel like they're gonna cancel the EBT Awards itself? A few years from now, they would, because nobody gives a fuck about these award shows. Okay, nobody gives a fuck about these award shows. Let's keep it a buck. When someone fails to pay their...
And that's exactly what I was saying. Like, it's not going to be a lot of people that's going to like what they got going on because it's boring. You know what I mean? You want us to be entertained just because it's you. Not that I'm being entertained. It's like, can you entertain me? Like, what the hell you got going on? Like, y'all corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, who want to see this? With boring, this shit boring as hell. You know what I'm saying? So that in my opinion is a reason why they should, have a lot more understanding about it, people, because ain't nobody trying to come to no damn BET Awards and y'all boring like that. You playing corny artists. Nobody over here is like the standout. I mean, after Kendrick, and that goes a lot about too who they're promoting in the music. You know what I'm saying? So if they're not really promoting guys that you want to go see and people who you want to actually go and actually see, then it's a waste. It's like, man, these dudes ain't talking about nothing. Like, I don't care about that. And then a lot of times too, you outgrow it. They're not really tapping into that point that you outgrow these things. Like, we've been watching the BET Awards for years now. It's obviously going to be a point where you be like, all right, you don't watch that no more. You outgrow it. And then now, technically, they have to go and get a smaller or younger artist, an audience, and they got to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So it almost looks like they being lazy. Like, man, I don't feel like I ain't finna be going in there trying to figure all this stuff out and then try to keep coming back and present this to black people and then they ain't even happy with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just trying to get comfortable with the way things is, and a lot of people ain't gonna be comfortable with it. That guy was just playing. He got a hellified accent, and that shit I can't understand what the hell he talking about. So he's out of here because we don't know what the f he talking about, bro. Come on. You know what I'm saying? His accent on the heavy side. This guy did like an hour-and-a-half stream on the BET Awards, crashing, and I'm like, huh? What the hell are you talking about over here? This chef Don. I want to know what he got to say because he might be somebody who actually was working. You heard the other guy say he actually worked the actual festivals and shit, so that's something new. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna probably get to one of them at some point in my life, but you outgrow it. Again, it's not everything that you
Tickets.
want to see.
Make sure that you use the code so that you can get your
All
ticket.
right, so let's get to it.
Digital. The BET Women dedicated BET Her Global Focus BET International events and experience division BET Live and multicultural cable channel VH1. Okay, so y'all know VH1. Viacom owns VH1, MTV, all those channels. Okay. Since becoming its own channel in 1983, the establishing long-running franchise, such as the music video show 106 in Park and the BET Awards, aka Culture's Biggest Night, BET also undergone major owner and leadership changes when Johnson sold the channel to Viacom for a reported $3 billion in 2001. Okay, so yeah, keep listening.
Hey, that's a lot of
Ain't
damn
lied to
money.
you yet.
And here go the funny
Every
part about it. He had to split half that money. His name was Robert Johnson. He was the original owner of BET. Now he was a lawyer back in the day, like in the 80s. So he had got like $20,000 of his own money, and then he went to a company called like I think they like it's a white company, communications company, and they gave him 500,000, and so that was his loan. So he had 20 bands. 500,000 came from this company, communications company. It's a white company. He took that money. He launched BET. You probably young, but at that time it was like mostly gospel stuff. It was religious stuff. It wasn't all hip hop like that. But over the time, it got more into music videos and hip hop and blah blah blah. Then the other companies came and bought it out. The big main companies came and bought it out, compared to Viacoms and things of that nature. But he got $3 billion from that. But just like any time when you get that kind of money, him and his wife, they divorced. So that means he had to split that. So now he owns like I think it's called JBP, something like that, publishing, because he distributing. So he does movies now. So if you want to put a movie out, and you can go to Johnson Publishing, he'll put your movie out. That's that guy who used to own BET. And I thought that was dumb. You own the fucking network, and you'll leave that just to go be a distributor of movies? Like, I think that they probably threatened his life and was like, dude, this got too much control over the media, over the neighborhood, the city, people watching this station. You got to give it back to us. We put the money up initially. You only had 20 G's, so give it up. And he probably paid the loan back, but this white America, so they like, you can't have that. So he had to get that company up. He sold it, and then he sold it to Viacom, and they've been having it ever since. And I think they probably sold it to this one company, this family, or that family is a part of Viacom like that. When it's owned by white people like that, I don't even get too deep into it. Like, I'm not trying to figure all that shit out. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know for a fact that black people don't own it, so it's not nothing I'm interested in knowing about no more. It's almost like Tubi. As a film artist, I love Tubi as around, but Tubi ain't owned by black people, so I'm not so geeked up on it. I know that a lot of black people are not gonna start their own Tubi. I understand that, so they will have to only use what they got going on, because we're not gonna start our own unless you're me. And then you start in HoodFilms streaming. That's gonna be exactly owned by a black person, 100%. Everything else, I'm just making sure I got the developers to create the app that I want, because it's hard for me to try to do it myself. I keep trying to do it. I keep running the JSON files and all this shit that's running. I'm not familiar with everything like that. However, those companies are not like that. They're owned by other people, and then or another culture, and then we have to basically just go there and watch what they got going on. And we've been doing this for centuries. I mean, since the beginning of media. Like, media was ran by white people in the 1900s and 1896 when it came out. So it's not like you was ever watching black people be on media or on TV. So when a company like them put Tubi and they put black people up front, well, yeah, you're gonna want to watch it because you've been deprived all for decades. You've never really seen that culture of people put movies and videos out. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? So the other cultures are the ones who get that opportunity. So now we're, as creators, we want to put our stuff out there, but why we want to go to Tubi? Because Tubi gonna act funny, and eventually they're gonna stop you, and they're gonna have rules and regulations. We could start our own thing. You don't need BET, but we need support. This is the actual T-shirt from HoodFilms. I'll have to take off my green screen so I can show y'all this real quick. And I want y'all to know about the shirt. This is our brand shirt. Damn, that didn't take off yet. Hold up. Let's take this off real quick. This is our branded shirt, HoodFilms. We got our new ones in, and this is how it looks. It's original. It's nothing on the back, but we got some with some on the back. And we got every color, and we got every size It's a nice little shirt that you can get. You'll be a part of the brand. You're helping us build up our brand. You're helping us get our streaming platform created. We got to pay the creators. You know what I'm saying? You're helping us make our new movies. We got new movies that we're putting out, but we're trying to finish up the edits and everything like that. So by supporting us and helping us by promoting our shirts and buying them, they're gonna fit you. We got the best brands that's making them. We got the Gildan t-shirts. They're really good, so they soft and they last, they durable. And if you wash it a gang of times, it's not gonna mess nothing up. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, share the message. You see how we really are got very good, you know what I'm saying, quality on the print. And that's important because when you watch these things, if it's not good, it's gonna fade, it's gonna go crazy, and you're gonna be mad as hell. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, but you can see that the quality in this one is real strong, and it's dope. And you can get our new T-shirts. They're available right now in the shopping section. You know what I'm saying? You can click it. It's tagged in this video right now. And I do appreciate y'all showing love and hanging out with us this far in the message. But we got a lot to talk about, and we got a lot to sell. We want you guys to support us and continue. We got the YouTube membership over there too, and we also got the super chats. We're doing a bunch of stuff over here at HoodFilms, trying to show love, trying to get some love from the people. And we appreciate all of y'all, man. I'm gonna take a quick break and come back in like 1 minute. Let's do that. 1 minute. Let's do that. Okay. I'm not gonna let none of that bother me. I'm gone. On there. Where is the video? Right here. Right. Yes, that's the video. All right, all right. We are back. We are back at it again. This is Black Outrage number 36. We're talking about the BET Awards being canceled and what the heck does that mean? So I'm gonna get back to the guy message. Let's let him talk about it real quick and go in. And hit that like button and share that message, guys. Show some love. Put my green screen back on. All right, let's do it.
Its status as black-owned company. The subsequent merger between Viacom and CBS Corporation then became part of Paramount Global in 2022. Following Johnson's exit in 2005, Deborah L. Lee succeeded him as the president and CEO. I've been through with them since they gave Ari Lennox Award to Lizzo in the Soul Train Awards. What's up, friend? What's going on? What's up, Tennessee girl?
Let's keep going.
It's creation.
The Bounce original series. Mind your
Cut.
businesses.
And that's another thing too. These channels that's coming out, they're not really owned by black people, but they have a lot of black people on them. And so you hear the words and shit, you hear the name, you see the faces, and you're thinking that you can just Google these motherfucking companies, and it'll tell you what it is. I mean, they're not hidden. It's just that they're paying. Black people don't have access to these outlets and these companies, these places. You know what I'm saying? So these people are paying the money. So the guys and girls that you like as actors, they're gonna be the ones that you see getting promoted and pushed because they're gonna shine up and be at these jobs. Like, hey, this the job. Why would I not come here? You know what I'm saying? And get my check. Like this, anybody else got a job around the world. So having a whole, oh, we gotta be black, we gotta stay black. That's not real. That's actually not real. Tell you the truth, it's really not real. You know what I'm saying? It's most people are gonna be what they gotta do to get their damn bank account paid. You know what I'm saying? And go to get a check and live, and nobody. It's all of that whole blackness and all that. The BET Awards ain't even owned by nobody like that. That's not even real. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, hey, it's entertainment. You can go be entertained if you choose to. If not, that's on you. But it's not like they ain't finna care if you don't come and show up to the BET Awards. Believe me, they got enough money. They've been doing it long enough to not have to care. I mean, they're successful about what they've been doing. So it's like, why would I care if you don't show up or if you don't come? Just like the Essence Fest. Even any of these things that black people don't run, those people are not going to feel mad or bad if you don't show up. They just can't, because they're making so much money, and the money we making is enough money to last them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might get enough money to last you a few weeks or a few months. They got enough money that's gonna last them a few years. You know what I'm saying? If you do one big Lollapalooza or you do one big concert, it's crazy money. Then you got ads and everything that you're setting up ahead of time before it even comes down the pipeline. You're already setting up all the ads and everything that you need to happen so that you can make that happen. So that's why I say I don't think that they losing. You know what I'm saying? But it need to be other award shows. It need to be, and it need to be black award shows. I got an award show that I want to come out with. I ain't gonna say it to you right now, but I bet you it'll kill. It'll kill. We just still would need the money and the venues and all that stuff, and that's gonna be the issue. So hit that vote. We got a vote going over there in the chat. We want you guys to vote. We want you guys to hit the super chat, show love. We want you guys to join the membership, support the channel, keep us going over here at Hood Films. We get up, we do these videos for y'all. We love what we do. We love talking. We love bringing content to you. I was always behind the scenes on stuff, so just getting in front of the camera and getting acclimated to being in front of the camera was daunting, and it was a little work. So what I did is I made a movie, and I played the main character, and you can see that movie. It's right now. It's on Tubi, and it's free. It's called Kill a Rapper. 3 words. Kill a Rapper. It's dope. It's a good story. It's a crazy movie. It's an hour long. I created myself. It's free to watch. Go to Kill a Rapper, Tubi. You're going to love it, and it's free. You can love it. It's a dope movie, and I made it right here at Hood Films. So we're trying to put the new movies out. We're trying to put new ideas out, new stories, and continue with the podcast, create new podcasts. So we're asking for y'all support to show love. But right now we got 55% said we should not be canceled. So the vote switched. At first it was going in one direction, so now it looked like it's now the BET Awards should come back. It should not be gone, because at the end of the day, it was a showcase, and you see how pretty them girls is right there. I mean, man, I wish I was there. They looking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever they are, you know, their names and shit like that. But I forgot their names, but they gorgeous to me. So it's like, I need one of them. What's up? What's up? Y'all firing them up. And it probably was like that. You can go up there and meet somebody and have a good time. It's just a thing that we had done as black people, meeting up in those kind of places. The guy called it BET Awards, black, he called it BET, Black Entertainment Television. Obviously they came up with the awards, and they had to come and tap in with hip-hop, because that's just the #1 genre of music. It's the #1 entertainment in America. So why would they not tap into it? But when you tapping into that, you tapping into the culture. You tapping into people that might not be too, you know, like locked in. They might not be too Americanized. They might not be too assimilated. They might be literally black dudes from the hood that they barely don't leave the hood like that. And music is their outlet. Music is the thing that they do. So I look at it sometimes like BET Awards and shit like that. They're tapping into what's going on in the cultures that they wouldn't be able to come to themselves. So they gave the A&Rs like the P. Diddy's or whoever, Baby, to go down in the grimy ghetto and go talk to the folks that they're going to try to exploit and make money off of their music and off of their talent and off of their, you know, lifestyle. So I think that that's something that, you know, BET Awards was kind of exploitive, but they paid checks. So I don't know. I don't really hear too many people saying, "Oh man, they cheated me out the money," or "I didn't get paid right," or, you know, I never really heard that. So it seemed like they all have been paying right and giving the money up correctly to the artists. But why they canceled, I don't think they gave a good enough explanation. Let me let this guy give us a little conversation about it. This D1B. I always watch this guy. I found him first time on Corey Holcomb Show 5150. So I kind of rock with him. He's a comedian as well. So he do a little black talk and kick it off. Yo, I appreciate it, man. Oh, straight up. Oh, Steve-O Stoner to the rescue, bro. God, dog, man. You see that? Hey, shout out to Steve-O Stoner, boy. He showed mad love, man. I'm so grateful for that, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I wish I could fucking showcase it some. Let me see if I can do that, because that was a big step right there, boy. And we got to show love to our first sale. The bro. The bro. And matter of fact, I want y'all to go and listen. Let me put the camera on me. I want you guys to go and listen to this music. It's called Revolutionary Stoner. That's the dopest album I had heard for like a couple of years, because I was driving to Nashville, and the music is so good you can drive across the country and keep playing it. It's like, that's really, it's 8 hours. 8 hours. It's actually like 10, because you got to stop and eat and all that sort of shit. But I mean, the music is good. So I want you to go to any one of those platforms, even YouTube, put in Revolutionary Stoner, Steve-O Stoner. And it's dope because it's interesting music, and it's good. The melody. And the guy been making music since he's like 15. So he got albums. I'm talking about, if you put his name in one of those platforms like one of those social media platforms like Spotify or whatever. I mean, they keep coming up. You know what I'm saying? He got songs, bro. So I'm just grateful for the love. Thank you very much, Stoner. Man, I'm super grateful. You see me pushing the love button over there, man, because I'll be super grateful for the support. And everybody else, man, get over there, support our shirts. These are our shirts right here. They just came in. We just got them in. So they and it's very good quality. We got the Guild Dance. You can shop with us right here, right now, live. I'm gonna cut that green screen off because sometimes it's hard to show that. You can shop with us right now, live on YouTube. You don't have to leave the platform. Well, I'm just not, and you can actually go on there and support us, and we're grateful. This is very great quality. It's so good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna last. You see the trademark all the way to the first letter. It's our best stuff, and we just pushed our stuff. We're gonna make this work every day, and we're grateful for y'all support. So if you can, show love, show support. It's hard to design this stuff. It's hard to have it up there as fast and equivalent, and you have to learn a lot just to even get it available to you. That's one thing that I will say. Like it's a lot of learning involved in getting this done, and I'm grateful for it happening. And I want you guys to see it and support it. You see, it's a good shirt. We got all colors, all sizes, and Stoner just bought the first one. So let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for the bro for showing support, for keeping us in the game, because that's really what's going on. You're helping us stay in the game like this. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to just podcast and do this kind of stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow, yup. So, hey, yup. Hey, that's dope. Star, I gotta hit you up too, bro, because I just got some information on that self-madeology, man. Man, it's going crazy. That's the name of my album too. Matter of fact, I started doing music. Did music, and that's really one of the reasons why I'm talking about the BET Awards. I started doing music maybe about 3 years ago, but as a filmmaker, it take a long time to get an end result for a project. That's why I was telling you, go check out my movie. It's over there on Tubi. I'm happy about that. But it took a long time to make it, like a couple of years. A few years went by. And by the time I was able to put it up on the platform, excuse me, COVID had hit that very week. Maybe about 3 weeks earlier, COVID had hit. So they was shutting down the damn country for the whole month of April when the movie was coming out. So it was a whole lot of shit that you got to deal with as a filmmaker, as an artist, and you would not even know that. Most times a rapper, a singer, they got their song out that night. And so when I was learned how to do music by my bro right here, Steve Stoner, who's actually in our chat right now, who bought the first shirt, which I'm grateful for. He showed me how to do music. He showed me what to do. He took me to the studio and showed me the layout of what it is, and it was daunting. It was like, what the fuck? I didn't, wow, it's so crazy. But then God blessed me to learn it, and I was able to learn it and then start doing it. So I'm always grateful for that, bro, for showing love and support like that. So that's why I tell y'all, go check out his music, because he's the person that showed me how to do music. And you can check my music out too. It's on the platform Yusef 2 times. That's my name, Yusef, the number 2 times. It's on YouTube, Facebook, all that shit. But I want you guys to go hear his stuff. It's Revolutionary Stoner is the name of the album. It's a series, so it's like Revolutionary Story 1, Revolutionary Stoner 2, Revolutionary Stoner 3, and it's very great music, and you're gonna enjoy it. Because that's what I did. First, I don't think I would even been rapping if I didn't enjoy his album first. Because I was like, damn, you do this? Like, this shit sound like the fucking people I would be, rapping and somebody else. Like, I said, I'm gonna be telling people one day that I fucking met you, that I know you. He like, man, you ain't gonna, I'm telling you. So I'm telling y'all right now, I met Steve Stoner, and he showed me how to do music, and his shit is amazing. And he'll teach you too. So make sure y'all tap in with him if you got the music bug, you want to learn it. He got dope prices. He'll support you all the way through, so that you learn the industry, you learn how it works and everything like that. So, but this is definitely my shirt, and I appreciate that support. The bro showed mad support today, and I'm just grateful. You see it, and that logo is so sharp and good, So I'm gonna be supporting y'all the same way. So let me get back to my boy over here, man, and make sure y'all make another vote. Them votes is going up too. Let's check the voting real quick. The voting is it's like Noah's winning, Noah's killing them. When we started this voting, yes was in the game. Yes was winning it. They said the BT Award should not exist. Get that shit out of here. But now things is going great and it's going better. Yo, I appreciate that too, Steve Stone. He said, I love your products in the store. I just bought a t-shirt. Wow, that's great. He got the hard sign, exclamation of the rocket. He going up. We going up. I'm grateful for that support. Steve Stoner says super dope quality. I have my self-madeology hat. Yeah, we got brands. We're pushing brands, and that's he got a brand. Everybody else, and that's what we do. Come on, that's what film is. Films and movies is almost like an advertising piece, a commercial. A music video is like a commercial. That's really what we do here. High-end commercials, whether we promote an actor, a product, or just our ideology, like self-made, like like Black Outrage. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a piece to put your stuff out there. So if you want me to promote you, if you want to be promoted on the Black Outrage platform, you just hit me up. Hit me up, HoodFilms at Gmail. Hit me up on the YouTube, Instagram. Everything is under HoodFilms. This one right here. Everything is under this name. And it took me mad years to lock it in and put it down. You'll see other people claiming that they HoodFilms, of course, and why wouldn't it be? But they're not. You know who the real dude is. So I'm gonna get back to this conversation because my bro, again, he was a guy who I found out him on 5150. So I appreciate him. And thanks again to Steve O'Stoner. He supported the brand. You guys got to go over there and send a super chat, show some love. Let's do it. Let's get to the conversation.
There's not Nielsen ratings for every single year. But look at the chart. Y'all see this chart? Y'all see that dive from where it started to where it ended with Fat Joe? These last 3 years is Fat Joe.
Garbage.
And this is pre-Fat Joe.
It was up there.
So Fat Joe curse, as the Star Report coins it. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Wow.
The Star Report. Hey, this is Star. I hope Star.
I'm gonna go to Start Page. I'm gonna go to Start Page so y'all can see him say
Fat Joe curse.
Wow, I ain't hear that. That's
so
great.
You gotta give credit where credit is due. Salute to the Star Report.
Let's get over to his channel.
I got that fat Joe curse from him. But we all saw it. I got the term from him, but we all saw it in real time. You saw Fat Joe and all the boxes that he come out with, they lose. The Yankees had a 5-0 lead. But you know why the Yankees lost that 5-0 lead to the Dodgers? It's because Fat Joe started off the game with a mono all off beat and shit.
The fuck? Oh shit, we glitching. We glitching. Look like they gonna glitch me out, y'all. Fuck.
Imagine being able to build an app
okay,
with your
that's
name
what the
on it.
fucking glitch was. I was wondering. I'm like, why the fuck is it glitching like this? Normally, when they get them strong glitches like that, it's because they try to push a commercial in there. Hit the like button, show some love. We got 31 votes. 31 votes. 31 people voted so far. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's basically America making a decision about this particular thing. We doing our own poll indoors, in like in a vacuum almost, because we just trying to know what it is. And this is an interesting take because he's claiming, D1B is claiming that it was Fat Joe, and he said he got that conversation from another guy, which is a Star Report. Star used to be on what's that shit in LA? In New York, it's like the radio stations up there. I forgot what they call 96.7 and shit like that. He used to be on those shows, but he's on YouTube like many millions of people are. And he had a conversation about it, and he said he think it was a Fat Joe curse. In case you don't know about what Fat Joe did, Fat Joe, shit, there's so much information I can give y'all about all this shit. But Fat Joe basically did a bad thing. He actually, you know what? Before we do that, no, you know what? We are gonna do that because that's Richard Pryor. He talking about, okay, let's get to Fat Joe. So did we hit it yet? Bam, right there. So Fat Joe did something bogus. He was on one of the shows and he dissed black people, and it was a bad one. It was a bad diss. You know what I'm saying? And he's not actually black. You know what I'm saying? So he's like Spanish or something like that. And what it is that a lot of times when you be around a lot of black people, you might think you won. You might think you down with the black people. You know, there's nothing really wrong with that, I guess. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna know the pulse of the black culture, like what's actually happening. Just like inside another culture, I could hang with them, dance with them, laugh with them, but at the end of the day, I'm not really gonna know what's going on behind the scenes or behind their doors at their homes. You just wouldn't know that. So I'm gonna let Fat Joe say what he said. This is the reason people think that he got the BET Awards had to be canceled, because after he said this, they was hiring him. Like what they wicked, man. They wicked. But black people showed up and was like, oh, y'all gonna hire this nigga to be at the job? Okay, cool. We done with you. They can't make no money. And really, when I say money, it's advertisers. It's like people who put money in your show. If you can't show them that you can make money, they're not gonna put no ads behind you. It's like, it's no reason. I don't give a damn who y'all got up there. You could be a reunion for whoever. But if I know you can't make money, why am I going to come to your show and then put ads on there, or even bring people out or tell people our guy going to be there, or our product's going to be promoted there? That's backwards. I'm not finna mess with you at all. Y'all need to get the hell away from me because y'all got bad something going on over there. It's like a bad. And you see when black people turn your back on you, well, a lot of black people we have like the pulse on we have a touch on America's the cultural side of America. So they don't just listen to our stuff and watch what we do in America. They listen to it overseas. Black music is the #1 export in America. It goes it go first. They can digitize the shit now, digitally send it out when the people make the music. And so now you got the whole people all in other countries dressing and looking and acting like they Tupac or Jay-Z or whoever. We don't walk around acting like we none of those people from other countries. It's not a country out here that you can tell no black person that they act like those folks. We don't. So that can tell you automatically that we control the cultural ideals. So let's get to Fat Joe situation and see what he had to say, because this is the reason why people do not like him. Yeah, we are the culture. You're right, Steve O'Stone. That's true. They say black people ain't got no culture. Yeah, because you're stealing it. We got so much culture. We create the shit every day. You could see the little teenagers on TikTok that do a dance, and TikTok system will take the dance and give it to some white people somewhere, and now they'll get the time and the money and everything, and the little person who invented the dance like, hey, what the hell going on? But if we can get money from you see the things that black people do the most, you can't even monetize it. There's no monetization in it. The dancing, you can give a dance to somebody, but you can't make money from it. The songs, the music, you can make all these beautiful sounds, but you have to sell it to somebody else to actually create it and put it out to the world. Like these things, even he said fashion. Steve O'Sullivan said fashion. It's Dapper Dan. He invented the all over print. Like you would see a product you had a name 35 times all over the back. He invented that. He didn't get a dollar from it. And after they would not hire him in Louis and all those places, they just took his motherfucking invention and sell it all around the world. And everybody wear it. And it's like, but he invented that. Nobody was doing that. So it's like, oh, wow, he can't get paid from it. Your invention, what you create, is no monetization involved in it. It's only monetization when it comes from the other culture or even cultures. Because even most time people come to America and they be different cultures or different countries, they come right to the black neighborhood, set up shop. Like if I walk to the gas station, there's Arabs in there right now. They've been in there 15, 16, they ain't going nowhere. Like it's not a black company coming, ain't no black people behind no gas station right there. And then it's like a block over, it's a storefront. It's been empty for about 3 damn years. It's like, well, damn, ain't nobody gonna open shit right here? No. They need a Spanish person or Arab to come because they don't give black people grants and money and credit lines and shit to come actually open up those companies. So it's just gonna be a fucking vacant building. It's gonna sit like that forever. Steve O'Stoner said food, music, fashion, inventions, social, political influence, and resistance. Exactly. It's like that. That's a bar right there because that's all the things that we can't get paid from. But other people get paid off of our invention. Pizza companies, 11 herbs and spices from KFC, all kind of stuff that black people come with, invent, put out there. Oxtails, greens, anything that we come up with, they just envelop it into the ultimate culture and then tell us you don't have no culture. And we just keep germinating. We're not actually trying to do this. We're not sitting back. It's like a class like you have in those movies and shit with the superheroes, but they teaching them how to be this kind of person. No, it's just random. It's just people just living, and then some people actually can get their stuff out to the world. You know what I'm saying? It's probably 1 billion people who could play good, as far as that, millions of people who could play good basketball like Michael Jordan, or who could rap as good as Jay-Z. But there's only 1 or 2 of them that got out. There's only 1 or 2 of them that you would know about and got to that extent. But it's probably thousands that you just would not hear, or even they don't even believe in it to that extent. Like I was old as hell when I started doing music. Old as hell to myself because I was listening to rap as a little ass kid. So it's like, damn, I'm like 49 when I did my first song. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just thought it was never gonna happen. Like, I didn't even know nobody in that world. My friends wasn't doing it when we was young. We knew people who we saw. We went to concerts and shit, but we was just fans. We didn't look at it like one day I'm gonna do it. And then in my latter years, when somebody actually showed me how to do music, it's like, well, damn, I thought this shit was way harder than this, but in your brain you said that. Now, if you actually practice it and learn it, and I said to myself, so you can teach an old dog new tricks. I thought you couldn't. You can. Otherwise, I would have never been able to pick up the music thing. So back to Fat Joe and keep making those votes, y'all. We rolling up them votes. Let's get back to what he got to say. This is the reason why he got canceled.
These rumors were made by radical black racists. Let's just say that. Okay, it's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them.
Right.
right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say a name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And that shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, you know, your leader? Oh, man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
Yeah.
So if you, I'm not gonna let that other guy speak because I don't know what he's gonna say. Whoever this person's channel is, but just playing that Fat Joe part, it showed how sick his brain is. To me, you come and build up your whole career off of making black music, standing around black people. You hang with black folks. You supposed to be quarter-bleak black, but you're using the N-word in the wrong fashion. You talking about broken N-words, and you talking about somebody being a leader for black people. Like, this dude is so, he just basically is a Caucasian in this moment. You completely out of touch. But what you do touch and what you can grab is our culture. You come get the music, get the dress, get the outfits, you know, hang around other black people. But when it comes to stuff that we look at, even if it's just a section of black people, even if it's just those kind of black people, if we look at something that we hold in high regard, you want to diss it. You want to diss it. You a straight goofy to all of us, especially people like me. Like, dude, you a whole clown. You can barely run. You can't even run. Look at your legs, the way your shit knocked. You can't even run. How could I even look at you as somebody of respectable if you can't even run? I don't even goddamn talk about rapping. You can't even run down the street. If we just as black dudes be like, come on, let's race down to the corner. You can't even do it. You literally will fall. Like, what? Like, you supposed to be talking about what black people up to? Bro, get your body chemistry together. You can't even literally run. You like a knock-knee, overweight goofy. You know what I'm saying? But we supposed to listen to you tell us how we got something messed up in our culture, what we do as black people, and we dumb, and this guy right here, idiot. What? So if the people in America choose that guy to be their leader or to be their host, that's like when Biden said, well, I guess Kamala Harris said, I'm not going to do nothing specifically for black people. And then Biden heard that. And then he made her be his presidential person in his place. Well, then you can do what you want to do. You're going to lose. And just like him, he said, them foundational bums, whatever he was saying, well, you can say what you want to say. You're going to get kicked out. You're going to get dissed. So he has the one, he's going to want that's going to lose. Because if you think about it, no Hispanic people is buying his albums. That's a lot. That's fake. You make black music for black people in our culture. Now, if other people like it and rock with it, that's fine. But that's what you actually do. So if you diss that people, now you got to go sell your stuff to the rest of them. And that's why they picked him up and said, let's put him on the BET Awards. We own that. White people own that. And what he said, we agree with. So these niggas going to come and they're going to still come. And black people showed up. We ain't coming to none of that. And then people who you're going to get is the reject black folks who we don't care about what they got going on. No, we ain't watching it. We ain't interested in it. Steve O'Story said it. It's impossible to be black and racist. Racism is a systematic problem, and that's the truth. And he used the word racist, and I'll explain that point. The fact of the matter is that you can't be racial because you don't control anything that anyone else does. If I could stop you from buying a house, then I could be racist. If I could stop you from putting your kids in school, then I could be racist. If I could stop you from going and getting food or accost you as you walking up the street, stop you on the street, yank you out your car, even put a gun in your face, that is when you could be racist. But if I could just say some stuff like this, and then I'm communicating verbally, and I can't do nothing to you, you get to walk out the house and live your whole life in whatever area of the world you are, then that can't be racist. That can only be an opinion. That can only just be my thoughts. But it can't, because I don't control you. I don't control nothing that you do. But in the opposite side of that, every element of blackness is controlled from the conversation on down. Everything, no matter what it is. Even if you're on these platforms talking like the conversation we're having right now, well, I have to watch my words, watch what I say, watch the conversation, because they're going to come down on you, even if you are not even doing nothing wrong. To even have a voice in blackness is a crime. It's criminal. It's just the facts. So even to say Black Outrage is going to be the name of my podcast, you have to have a certain level of sturdiness and courage to even do that, because a lot of black people are not going to even mess with that, because it's automatically thinking like, you don't like white people. But okay, but what reason would you like white people? Can just explain that to me? I'm not saying I don't, but tell me why you would. And they only could tell you about how good their job is, or maybe they married to one or like them in some kind of capacity. But if you look at the media, if you look at what scroll through your phone, it's like every day somebody getting shot, getting attacked by dogs, somebody got ran up on by some old lady, a little baby got cussed out, some cop shot on. What are you seeing? I'm not seeing this happening to other people. I'm seeing it constantly coming through my algorithm all day, all night, in the morning, in the evening. And if they ain't doing that, then they saying 30 of them got arrested. These 40 was in the gang. These 50 was in some kind of drug operation. We got them 90 right there was in Operation Kleenex, and we grabbed them off the street. So it's like, what the fuck are we getting away with? Black people ain't sliding through this thing getting away with nothing. You know what I'm saying? In a lifetime of a BET award, why hasn't there ever been no black award? That's ridiculous. But it has probably been. You just never hear about it. Steve O'Stoner said the FBA is a lineage of 43 million black Americans. There is no leader respect our lineage, and that's a fact. This is what I was saying about Fat Joe being out of touch. He doesn't even know what the blackness is. He's just coming over here to get money, and they call that a culture vulture. You showed us you was a culture vulture by what you're saying, and then really for even the Kanye West one, you have to come out and apologize for stuff like that. And you have to be vocal about it, just as vocal as you was on that guy's podcast, saying you didn't like it. And then there was clown dudes in the room. They laughing, ha, ha, ha. Didn't nobody want to school them to the game. Like, no, man, you got that wrong. It's really like this. But they sitting around like, oh, my God, it's Fat Joe. Ooh, he the man. Like, what? Man, I had to call myself Black Outrage because I don't even get all these people. I can't even, my brain does not compute all of the stuff that I see sometimes. So that's why I wanted to speak on some of the messages and things that I see, because who else gonna do it? Nobody else gonna do this. They want to fit in so bad, moving. It's like this. It's like a sick cycle, a sick ass cycle, in my opinion. You want to grow up. I'm gonna write a book in the future. It's gonna be called "Born Black, Died White." And it's almost like you grew up in a black community, but then as soon as they start giving you money, hire you at some job, everything go out the back window. Now you don't even remember being black no more. You over here in this section of the country, in this suburb, in this little whatever they got going on over there, the gated community. And the only time we hear from that person, or that personality, is when something happened to him in the gated community. Oh, this white lady, look how she all in my face, talking about some, what am I doing living over here? I bought me and my wife, we just did. Really, that's what you're going through. It's so horrible, right? You move down the street from them. Like, it was a video that Professor Black Truth put out a few days ago, last Friday, where a guy was black dude jogging and just jogging. He don't even know what's going on, and some random white dude shot at him. The video saw the white dude shoot at him, so the cops went and arrested him. The black dude was like, I didn't even hear nothing. I didn't even see shit. What do you mean? What? Nobody was shooting at me. Yeah, he actually shot the gun. But the black dude just didn't know nothing, didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? But you can understand that that's the scariness. Now imagine how when the cops come tell you, hey man, this happened. And you like, what? How you gonna go running again in that white neighborhood? How you gonna go jogging at 3 a.m. again in that white neighborhood? And you just felt like, it's just me. I'm listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I gotta go to work in a minute. How? Now, I ain't saying living in a black community 24 hours is going to be so different. Probably can't even go for a damn ride or run in certain hoods. But my point is that it's not a way out. It's not no, oh, God, they made me the executive director. I can move over here and then everything is smooth. It's not. You're going to get over there and some more shit going to happen. If it don't happen to you, it's going to be happening to your kids. It's going to be happening to your fucking people who come visit. It's just the world is set up like this. And that's what needs to get stopped. That sickness inside the country that all the black people got to be on their P's and Q's and all day long and all night long until you go to bed and you got to wake back up inside it. That's what needs to stop. That has to lift that. So Black Outrage podcast can go away forever. And this will just be an archive. You can listen to this to know what it was like at this time frame, but not something that you got to continue on because tomorrow morning some more shit, last night some more shit. They just robbed this lady. They just kicked them people over there. They told these kids they couldn't get in this pool. It's like, it's just nonstop, you know? So let me let these brothers talk a little bit more on the subject. We'll let this dude say what he had to say because he got something to say.
There are 43 million black Americans in this country. Y'all better be careful with that FBA slander.
Hey, you hear that? So that's basically what Steve O'Stoner was saying. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Delore. That, you know, we're supposed to be the most docile of them all, you know, and then they bring other cultures in to try to step above us, but then they overstep their bounds. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be here to just step over black people, but now you all in white neighborhoods and wanting to vote and shit and doing all this stuff to where Trump and them goddamn was like, hey, this over with. And they all like, what you mean? Whoa. Let's talk. No, it's over with. We done with this, man. Whoever dude them told y'all that's over with. And they all like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Life is over. What did we do? And it's like, we sitting back as black people like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Y'all supposed to be fighting, marching, getting bottles, breaking shit, rioting. What are y'all doing? And they like, yeah, that's why we need y'all. Y'all want to come out with us? Y'all want to kick it? Like, we can't go out there. They'll murder us at our mama house. We can't do nothing. We just got to watch y'all on TV. That mean they ain't gonna do nothing. They just gonna sit back, go to jail, get shipped to different countries, get shipped to different prisons. But what black people gonna say? Nothing, I guess. We'll look at the white folks and say, I guess y'all got rid of them. And we gonna keep moving. Like, cause they didn't come and support us. They moved, came to America, they moved to the section of the country where they from. A lot of murders and rams and crimes probably wouldn't even happen in our community if those other cultures who actually sell on the corner live there. You know what I'm saying? But they jump in a car and they drive out to the suburbs, 45-minute drives, and they drive back to your hood, make their money, pay their taxes out there in the burbs. So it's just set up like that. It's no setup for us. It's no thing that we can go to and be like, yo, okay. Now if Diddy would have opened up the fucking baby oil factory and it was like all these people worked at the baby oil factory, but he had all that shit in his crib, it would be a little bit more understanding. Like, well, shit, he did open a baby oil factory. My son worked there and shit. They get money. Like, no, they're not making things that you can, utilize and succeed from. They just buying products that white people sell, and that's it. And that's the gist of their richness. Yeah, I got this thing, and then you see when they get done with the person, after they get done buying all that shit and spent all the money, they say you get so much money that you get to a point where you don't have nothing else to buy. Now, I guess Diddy was at that point. He got a damn 50-foot bed in his backyard. They like, yeah, I guess he ain't got shit else to buy. Go into jail and buy from the commissary. He like, what? Yeah, you ain't never bought nothing from the commissary. You bought all that other shit. You was at Fendi, you was at Louis, but you never bought shit from the commissary. So going up in there. Now he in the jail every damn day with all the money in the world. Like, give me 85 bags of chips. Like, what the fuck? What you gonna buy with $1 billion from the commissary? I'm buying everybody over here juices. Everybody getting juices. Like, what can you buy? These niggas want houses. These niggas want lawyers and freedom. You know what I'm saying? But this is what he can promote and give you because he done fucked his own life up. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Steve O'Stone. Appreciate that, bro. You know that's the joke. Hit that like button, y'all. Show the love. Let's get something going. Hit the super chats. Yo, we got the t-shirt up here. We need more sales. We need more of these. We're gonna be vamping these every day. I'm telling you, every day you're gonna be seeing this shirt because we're so grateful and happy that it got done. And I'm gonna take a quick break real quick because we gotta do that. We gotta pay the bills. Especially if y'all ain't trying to send me no dough, then we gotta pay the bills. It's just like that in a game because you just got to stop and chill and blah, blah, blah. Where's my joint at, though? I'm missing my joint. Oh, there it go. There it go right there. There go my joint. So I got to take a quick little break, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to see y'all on the other end of this video break. But this break is going to be the 5-minute one because I've been rocking with y'all for a minute. Y'all won't send me that $1 million over there, but it's coming, and I know it's coming. So I'm going to hit y'all up in 5 minutes. We're going to be right back with this story. Bet. I ain't got no weed, but I'll get some. Hell yeah, I'm taking a break. Fuck them. Shit. Motherfucker ain't saying no damn money. Stone up all this shirt, folks. I gotta get his money back. God damn. Uh, I don't give a fuck. Say my mic is still. All right, y'all. Was good. Was good. Yeah, we back on it. And I got the sound. Oh, there's no sound playing on the replay. I'm learning the game, y'all. I can't. I don't know how it all work yet, man. But I appreciate y'all rocking with Black Outrage 36. We talking about the BET Awards being canceled. So we had a few conversations about it. And the polling is in real heavy, looking like we got a big old 57% on the BET Awards should stay. It must be a lot more black people in here than today. Because we normally have a lot of white people watching the show. And that's just how it is. You know, Black Outrage, they want to tune in and be like, oh my God, what's going on? But when it comes to something like this particular shit, the niggas gonna pop up. So I got my peoples in here. Oh, I got my peoples in here. And exactly, being the BET Awards, it like the polls saying 57% saying keep that thing here. I want y'all to let me know what's going on with that, because I'm gonna hit them up myself and be like, hey, ain't no closing down the BET Awards. We ain't on that. And they're gonna be like, okay, whatever you say. So, but you know, that's what we need to do. You say you Chinese, all right, bro. Thanks for putting that out there. I'm black, so I don't know what that obtains you, but hey, you know what I'm saying. I don't really eat Chinese food if that's what the hell you was trying to ask me. I don't eat. I don't fuck around, so I don't. I guess that need to be said for some reason, but you know. I don't mind saying it. So let's get back to my boy D1B. This the guy who I rocked out with again on damn, they going crazy on the commercials. Boy, you can't even click this shit. Wow, commercial, commercial, commercial. Matter of fact, show some love in the comment section. Hit the like button. We rocking out today. I appreciate y'all support. This is one of my best things ever happened to me. My new shirt is out today, HoodFilms, and it's every size you can imagine. It's good look. We got the logo looking really fly right there. You see that logo, man. I worked so hard on trademarking this thing and getting it to the world. None of this stuff is easy, and it's a very quality. So when you wash it and clean it, it's going to very much so work out for you in your behalf. So we got a lot of stuff in the future coming this way, and we want you guys to continue to support us. So make a vote, hit the like button, show some love, hit a super chat, buy a t-shirt. You know, we got a lot going on. We want you guys to be a part of this thing. Help us stay on, help us stay in business, help us stay grounded, and we appreciate it. Shout out to Steve O'Stoner. He one of the first persons that bought our shirt. Support that guy too. He's actually in the comment section if he's still in there, but he makes music, and you can check his music out. It's called Revolutionary Stoner, Stoner Trap. Highlight his brand because he supports brands, and that's what we are here. We appreciate what he do. Pat Brady said, "Why they just shut the BET Awards down, man?" We're trying to figure it out right now, bro. I had some answers, but I don't think those answers are too accurate. So we'll let the guy tell us on this end. Let's go. Hit the like button. Show love.
Look to the Star Report. I got that in Khalid. And that was their first time under 2 million viewers. BET, do you see where you went wrong with the Hip Hop Awards, right? When you leave the culture, the real culture, they're getting a lesson of what it means to an NBA, you next. The NBA, you're next.
White on, black facing.
But even when they brought Luke back, you still have over 1 million viewers. When they got to Fat Joe in 2022, 700,000 viewers.
He ain't black. That should make sense.
Fat Joe in 2023, 600,000 viewers.
Now, why would they hire him back
2024,
for that? 300,000.
Just over 300,000
What I tell you,
viewers.
that's it. They don't care about that bread. They don't care. Look, we good.
These motherfuckers.
They shit crazy.
With fat member, because black folks, we started calling for Fat Joe's head during when he was hosting 2022. We was on our consciousness stuff, but we weren't. You know, we weren't outright calling for it because it was his first year doing it. He just kind of popped up on us like, and then when he popped up, it was like, why the fuck is Fat Joe doing this? So in 2023, we was like, hey y'all, man, nah. And BET said, fuck you. We're gonna put him in your face again.
And that's the disrespect right there. So again, it's the Kamala Harris effect. So you see this person disrespecting us, but since you're white, you're gonna say, you know what? We're gonna do it again. We only got one power, and that's our power of our attention. So if we don't give you no attention, you don't make money. Everybody watching them numbers. D1 is not the only one watching the numbers. Them white people who got to put contracts and put deals in, them people who got to send their equipment over there, they watching that shit too. They saying, damn, it's going lower. And then they even making a venue smaller, because they imagine that. You got 300,000 viewers. You don't need no big, gigantic Kodak Center, Kodak Theater. You can go ahead and do that at the liquor store or the little lounge up the street. And that's exactly what they did like a year or two ago. There was like some small location calling it the BET Awards. It's like, what? Again, black facing. They're not talking to the black people. They're not coming and saying, hey, what y'all want to see? They used to do polls back when I was a kid. They used to use case studies and shit, and people would come in rooms and write notes about what they want to do, and then sometimes they would put a lot of that shit into what they're doing. They don't do that. They just be like, we own it. We put the money behind it. It's ours. So y'all better come. But you can't make us come to that shit, because a lot of us don't even respect the rappers or the artists that y'all putting up, because you ain't tapping in with the culture. You know, I heard a lot of people say something about Glorilla got a award with Kirk Franklin, you know, and I guess that was like a big blasphemy kind of situation for a lot of folks. But you could see that the people are all out of whack. Now, how you giving an award like that and the people don't agree with it or like it? They don't care. It's the wrong folks choosing. And then imagine this: the white people that runs that company, they're the ones who's hiring the black people who's in there making the decisions. So it's like when they come up with the 50 hip hop people, and then there'll be a camera, you see like 7 black dudes. Them dudes ain't making no damn decision in somebody's company. That's like you making a decision at your job company right now. Your company or your job you work at, you just gonna decide some stuff. Yo, we're gonna come here and deliver. Y'all need to order send that over here. Like, huh? They gonna look at you like, what are you doing? No, look, we was low on that, and then we was low on that, and I said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it up. They gonna say, you don't work here no more. You don't get to make no phone calls. You do exactly what we told you to do, or you leave. So they're not even coming to the people and asking no questions. They expect something to stick around. Pat Brady said, that's crazy to hear the numbers are losing over 300,000 grand in viewers. But that's crazy. They had 2 million. So they lost. They had 300,000 that watched. They had 2 million that watched 3 years earlier. So that's way more than 2 million, than 300,000. But they're trying to state, well, again, you own something. Let's get back to the point. You own something. So when you own something, you get to make the point that you want to make. So for instance, my movie Killer Rapper, the movie that I made that's on Tubi right now, I wanted to say a message. But I couldn't say that message working at Paramount Pictures. I couldn't say that message working at Disney. I couldn't say that message working at Universal. So I had to leave those crappy companies, and I did say crappy, And I had to go create my own thing so I can put out my message, the message that go across my brain, not the message that I got to go tell them and say, well, the reason why I'm doing this is because who are these motherfucking people? You probably run like Fat Joe. If you don't get the hell away, I got to talk to you about nothing because you don't talk to me about nothing. I just go downtown randomly, and that's a big ass high rise right there. They don't put no note on my porch and say, yo, this is what we're going to be doing next Friday. They don't say shit to you. You just come and say, damn, they building one of them right here. That's what we have to do. Why are you going to get okayness or some kind of confirmation from some people who don't even fucking like you? Like, that's dumb. You know what I'm saying? If as soon as Fat Joe is picked for something like that, and it's really like they're piggybacking off of who we in our culture decide who we like. So for instance, Fat Joe is one of the only Hispanic people that have been in the hip hop since the 90s, all the way back then to 2025. So that's who we picked. It's been thousands of people that's Hispanic that been rapping. Nobody got that stamp like Fat Joe did, coming from the Bronx, coming from where hip hop started. But it's been thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's been white guys. There's all kind of people that been in music. But nobody got that point but Fat Joe. So now white people want to say, yeah, so we picked Fat Joe too. Yeah, that's who we picked. No, that's who we picked. You want to show somebody some love, pick the other people who's standing in the ground, standing around that's Hispanic, that got good grace music, and y'all won't show them no love. You just running up to Fat Joe. He got to walk his big ass in there waddling on the fucking, he can't even get in the damn room and shit, but he supposed to be some tough guy. What? Like, what the dude is doing? Running towards you or some shit like that? Like, get out of here. But look, at the end of the day, you diss black people, you're going to get this. And that's just what it is. That's the one power we have. That's our voice, and that's our conversation. And that's the freedom that we have in America. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. So that's why you get to speak and say what you want to say, and we don't have to like you. It don't matter what white folks give you, $7 million, 7 big buildings. Who cares? You ain't going to be supported in the black culture, so you might as well make music for them. You might as well make some pop music, get some little kids to sell you some dances on TikTok so you can go ahead and get out there and mess with them, because when we turn our back on you, you're done. And it might even be black people that go mess with you. It might be millions that go mess with you. But at the end of the day, when we shut you down, you're done. Just like the Essence Fest or Carnival Cruise, these people are shut down. And they don't believe it until the 300,000 numbers start showing up. Then they start changing. They start switching it up, acting like it wasn't affected by black people. Okay. We'll play dumb too then. Let's get back to the message. Steve O'Stoner said, you probably run like Fat Joe. Yeah, think about it. Him and Rick Ross, that's the only Olympic run I want to see. The waddlers, that's what I call it, the waddlers. Because these dudes supposed to be the toughest guys in the world and built like basketball rims. Like they look like laundry bags. Like, what is wrong with these dudes? Like, how were you doing something? You was doing something? That mean everybody in this state is crazy if they was letting you do something other than go get some hot wings or something like that, because you was not doing nothing. You, especially where I'm from, you was doing nothing. We on a basketball court. If we see you running around talking about you doing something, you better check yourself and apologize, because you know you handicapped, and that's what we'll look at you as in where I'm from, and he know that. It's the handicapped guy. Nobody want to do nothing to him because it's like he can't even fight back. He can't even run up on you. Like, he really can't do nothing. He'll literally, you think I'm kidding about this, he'll literally fall trying to come towards you. He know that. That's the fact that you've seen millions of dudes like that hooping and living in your life. Come on, they can't run like that. It's just like thinking that an overweight woman with those kind of needs is going to be able to run. Come on, stop. It's not like that. You do not have the physical attributes to do it, and that's the facts, because we all jump and run and do what we do. So you can see a person who can't do it. It's not like you walking up on them calling them out their name. You just being like, okay, I can't choose him because he can't do it. Let me choose this guy, and he can do it. So it's sports. You know what I'm saying? But I guess rapping is verbal, so it's not necessarily about running or being physical. But ain't no way in hell somebody like that gonna scare you. Now get out of here, man. Let's get back to the message.
At 100,000 less viewers. 2024, Fat Joe, we really, BET tried to force Fat Joe down our neck. Look at these numbers. Read the numbers. This is in constant. Look, these are the numbers on the Fat Joe. 708,000 viewers, 600 some odd thousand viewers. I'm reading backwards. Down to 333,000 views.
And they'll still bring heat, so they let him take the company down, basically. It took the whole corporation down.
on disrespecting the culture, trying to shoehorn in this Fat Joe character, and they paid for it dearly.
It is what it is.
Busta Rhyme.
Let me stop that crap. They got their little commercial coming through. But yeah, so you know that's D1B, and he was really talking about why they would keep choosing Fat Joe, seeing their numbers go down. You watching the numbers go down. So this is one of those I'm so rich I don't care. This is like one of my businesses that I got on the side. I'm just trying to put a point. I'm trying to put a message out there. I'm utilizing this to always be able to tickle the black race. I don't really care about the music. I'm not into what the presentation of it is. But look, the black folks gonna be always concerned about this. So I want to own it. And then every time they pop it out, they got 43 million people listening, talking, thinking, but nobody looking at the actual fact of the matter that don't nobody black even own it. It's nobody black unless he was an Uncle Tom that would hire Fat Joe to actually go perform rap music, like rap. Like if you even know rap, Fat Joe can't even rap. Like if you actually know rap, he's not a rapper like that. He's like somebody like a mascot. Like this, where they let somebody in from the other culture so that the other cultures can feel good. Like, oh, okay, damn, yeah, we support that guy. You know, it's another white person over there. They let him in. I think it's Eminem. Like, yeah, we support that dude. So what? All his culture could feel good that one of them made it in our thing, which is called hip hop. But the fact that they try to grandstand or act like we're begging you to be around or we're trying to fit in with you, like where did that happen at? Like, ain't one of your shoes bigger than the other? Don't you kind of walk like that? And one of your shoes like a bigger hill? Like, ain't you that dude? Like, we can't be ourselves. We got to come through you. Like, who is this dude? How could that be a gatekeeper? That's why I don't believe in the gatekeeper mindset. That's so weird because who is the folks? That dude, that girl. You wouldn't even be talking to me in real life. You wouldn't even be around me when we was growing up. You would be so afraid. You would know it. That's a fact. You would be literally in fear if they brought you around me. And you would not even be doing something like that. But now all of a sudden you're supposed to be somebody who I'm supposed to listen to, or you have control over my future. Why would a bunch of people that's just like you or look just like you, like why would I want to be around that? That's dumb. That's like me saying, I don't know why none of these coyotes won't call me by my real name. Look, me, I'm standing right over here by him. Like, what are you even talking? You that mentally handicapped? Like, you must be that mentally handicapped where you think black people want to fit in with you or want to fit in with the Fat Joes or want to fit in with the weirdos. Why would you use your brain to think something like that? And you know for a fact you grew up in America. You've seen black people growing up. You was at parties with them. You was in stores. They never came to you and was like, what do we do next? They never treated you like that. You have to be connected to some white entity or some white corporation for me to even imagine the conversation coming from you. So that's all a joke. The BET Awards shouldn't have even existed. It's a waste of time. It's ran by white people. It is a comical joke. The fact that black people went there, you know why they go in there. It's only to go there for money. So they can have a couple of dollars in their pocket. So they can have Christmas gifts. So they can have stuff for their kids and buy gifts. That's why that shit exists. They're holding your culture over you with money. But if you could basically gatekeep your culture and don't want to be a part of that, which is what they're feeling and seeing today, that you can't keep our culture from us. You can't hold our culture in some building on some date that we all got to come there and stand around you and be like, thank you, white folks. You gave us the BET Awards. But what are you talking about? You know that's not real. When did we go to even start hip-hop and come to white people and ask? Nobody did that. Matter of fact, in the beginning of rap, it was all about blackness and hating white folks and Elvis was my number one fan, but I hate that nigga. He's a straight up racist. That sucker was simple and plain. Mother, I can't man John Wayne. This is what the music was when I was a kid. So to think that we came from that to want to go stand on the Fat Joe at a concert, it's a joke, and they know that. What they should have been doing at the BET Awards is tapping into the youngsters who don't know. This their first foray in hip hop. This what they have. That's what they thought they was doing by bringing Fat Joe in the game. Like, oh, okay, he's not black. Bring him around. He knows the culture. And then they got shitted on. So you already know what you got to do. Anytime you hear anything about the BET Awards for the next 25 years, they're gonna make sure they have a black person involved in front, and not just any black person. You can't get Roland Martin to support you on that. You got to get real black people. You know what I'm saying? Black people who ain't trying to fit in with 37 Caucasians and 47 corporations. That's not the black folks that's going to be leading the culture. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? Steve O'Sona said hip hop was born out of resistance of white supremacy. And it's not me saying that. You could play the music. It's on YouTube. All that shit's up there and it's free. You could play anybody. I don't give a damn who they are. From Poor Righteous Teachers, X-Clan. You name a main artist like fucking Ice Cube, like NWA. Just play it. I was playing this shit as a kid. We didn't know what the future was gonna be. We was just playing the music. It was strictly for my niggas. We didn't see what our life was going to be 30 years in the future. You didn't even give a shit. You was just living your life at 19. You was 18. You was 20. You was 17. It's the best music you heard. I'm up here showing my parents, like, you got to hear this song. I know it's curse words in it, but I just want y'all to hear it. And it's Ice Cube, A Bitch is a Bitch. That's literally the song. I said, you got to hear this because this literally describes a bitch. But you don't hear those music no more. That's not on the radio. That's not on the TV. You had to be underground hip hop to even hear that shit. So that's and that's what Fat Joe was. Unbeknownst to everybody, he was underground. He wasn't mainstream. He was underground. He had to go through black producers and black people to get them beats, and that's how he blew up to the mainstream. So to diss FBA, to say something negative about the people who kept you and carried you to your career, it's really stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. But let's get back to my boy D1. He got a little bit more to say. Let's get to it. Look like I hit the audio.
And how with themselves, they will be examples. They will be made examples of. What does CD say? Until you do right by me. Until you do right and apologize. Because black people don't owe anybody anything but an ass whooping. So until you do right and apologize.
They'll never do that. You ain't gonna get them to apologize because they feel like it's their rite of passage. Imagine doing something 300-400 years and think somebody gonna apologize for either the benefit of it or doing it themselves. That nobody even look at it as a bad thing. People look at it as their normal life. And we the ones that's out of whack because the shit been going down in a consistent level for decades. So why ain't we just get along with the thing? Like, how long y'all gonna be in resistance, black people? Goddamn, just get along with it. You at the bottom, we at the top. They're gonna bring in some Martians. They're gonna give dogs rights. Dogs gonna be on the train. Y'all got to get behind the animals. The dogs got more rights than you, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. You gonna vote for the Democrats. You get behind the dogs. We're gonna have dogs get on the train. Look, y'all already had rights. Okay, so now dogs got rights. It's 2029. I'm not finna sit here and talk to y'all about why dogs shouldn't have rights. They should. And if they can get on a bus, they need to be, you stop y'all cars, let them cross the street. Make sure, and if anybody do something to them, it's a hate dog crime. You getting a federal offense. It's a hate dog crime. Do anything to them. Black people like, well, what about us? They just hung 3 black, they killed that one dude that was on the truck. What y'all mean? Look, we tired of hearing that. Y'all better go vote. But if anybody do anything to these dogs, these cats, you're going down. That's all I want to know. All dogs get to walk free. You can throw food at them if you want to, but if anybody touch them, hurt them, hit them back, you're getting 30 years of life. And that's the facts right there. That's what's doing. They're going to catapult any and everything above the black culture, even if it's animals and stuff, and make you fulfill that. You got to do it or it's a criminal act. And they'll put by 35 Karens in your neighborhood like, oh my God, did you just, what are you doing? And all these gangster dudes with their pants sagging and guns and clips and all the shit they got will stand there and listen to the white lady yell. Ain't nobody gonna slap her, ain't nobody gonna grab her, and they gonna listen to her like, man, that white lady went off on me down there. Man, we got to change our minds. That's the black outrage. Why would you ever want to waste your time at some stupidness at the BET Awards when they ain't got no love for black folks and to no extent? You know what I'm saying? So it would only behoove us to look at them and laugh because it's comedy, especially when they fall. See, that's, to me, this a fall because you could have had a chance to been around black people, but you didn't choose to. So you fell. So this is when you laugh at them like, you goofies. That's what you thought? You was going to get Fat Joe, the Wobble Legs. You going to get Mr. Wobble Leg to come and tell me what hip hop is, right? Because y'all gave him a contract a few years ago. Now he know rap. If you don't get out of here, stop, man. That boy can shoot a basketball from a distance or up under the rim. You could never do nothing to show me something, man. Get out of here. Kevin Stoner said, bro, you got me dying laughing. Kevin Jones need I don't know what that goofy dude talking about. You know, he wants some attention. I get it right there. You know, they don't be showing you much love in the world, so you gotta get it. Oh, that's a fact though. All dogs matter. I be thinking about that because I tell you, it's a filmmaking channel, and you could your brain as an artist, you could think of all of the craziness, and if you could bring it to life, people will understand it. You will have the understanding that the animals should be above black people because we didn't vote for Joe Biden at one time, and so now they got their rights and they're supposed to be doing that. And we'll be sitting out there. You see so many black people yelling at you about their dog being able to be standing in front of a line in front of you because they got new rights. The whole fact of the matter is that let's catapult something over black people. Let's catapult something. So that means the first Martians that come from out of the planet, and we just like, oh my God, we're not alone. That is amazing. I can't. But they actually got arms like us. That's a fucking crazy. We're not alone. And they're gonna say, and if anybody hit them, and if anybody do something to them, and look, they gonna get the jobs. They finna work here. They need to be having this. They came from another planet. What y'all need to be doing is voting. You need to go in there and vote because look, you've been here in America since the beginning of time. They just got off a fucking Martian plane. They are allowed to go in here and have jobs right in your neighborhood. They selling Martian plates right down the street from your mother's house. Go buy one. And you be like, I ain't never have. So it's food like we eat. Quit asking all them damn questions. They got rights like us. Everybody will get catapulted rights over black people. That's what American structural dynamic is. So then when you see the other cultures come here and their first mindset is, I'm doing better than you. Look at me. I've done so much more than you guys been here forever. What are you doing? But back home, they wouldn't fight a cold. They wouldn't fight the flu. They wouldn't fight themselves out of a bag, but they over here in America just eating off the fat of the land. But we would go back home and they'll kidnap your ass and keep you in a hole saying, you're a billionaire. You're like, no, I just work at 7-Eleven. No, that sounds enough. That's enough numbers for me. 7-Eleven, that's 30 to me. Give us what you got. So they stay over here and act like they so bougie and they live next to white people, but they'll never go back home. They'll never post up there because they know people back at the crib super broke. $1.84 is what you make the whole year. And a motherfucker that's rich, he made $3.90 all year. That's the money. And when you bring that money to America, they laugh at you at the bank. Hey, I want to convert this to American money. They be like, what? Man, that's not even on our list. What you mean? It's not on the list. There's a whole country with all kind of people there. Yeah, but America don't respect their money. So if you bring that money back, it ain't no value in this country. So why should we feel weird if you came here and they gave you $80,000? You're probably the richest person in your whole nation. Think about that. But they supposed to be doing so much better than black people. It's all convoluted ridiculousness. And if you don't speak on it, it would continue. And we can't let it continue. It's dumb to let that continue. I'm going to take a quick break for 1 minute this time. 1 minute break. And we'll be right back with some more Black Outrage. Let's go. All right, 1 minute is over, and we back at it. Black Outrage number 36. BET Awards canceled. Should we care? Should we not? I don't know. Shout out to Steve O'Storm for being the first person to buy the t-shirt from me. My brand t-shirts, the originals that we made ourselves over here. Is fresh, it's dope, it's look good, it's gonna look good on you. I know it's gonna look good on you. And I'm grateful for y'all support. That's so crazy. I gotta cut off the damn green screen just to show the shirt. It won't work no other kind of way. Let's see if it'll work with that one. Okay, it looked like it worked a little better with that green screen, but this is it. So you see the stuff in the background, that's moolah. Send us some moolah. It still won't work. But I got the shirts out now, and you can actually support us if you want to, and I appreciate that. Stoner Trap brought the first one. Shout out to Revolutionary Stoner for supporting Hood Films. This is our shirts right here. It's very high quality on the prints that they got. It's going to last a long time. This the brand. It's nothing on the back of it, but you know we got some stuff up there with stuff on the back. We got different colors too. But where I'm from, we go black at this time. August, we try to do a lot more black. September, black comes in. You know, because you got a bunch of black T-shirts, but you ain't really rocking them joints in like July and all that. It's fucking hot as a big dog. So hit the like button, share the message. But this is our new shirts. It's Hood Films. We got the official shirts. It's over there in the shopping point. You could it's tagged where y'all can go grab it. They're pinned up there. It's just a cheap price too. The price is low. We're going up on the price. This is gonna be high end. This is gonna be straight luxury. You going just like when you're walking in Louis and all that. The Hood Film stuff is definitely high end because we sold this all around the country. We've been to so many states. I was out with Stoner Trap, a young bro revolutionary stoner. We traveled. We got this stuff out to the world. So a lot of people already support the brand and got it. But this is the first time we're able to present it right here on YouTube, and so it's a great feeling. I was actually having this done. I actually had all of this before, you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't integrated into YouTube, and that's what makes it so dope. So maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I had all this shit set up. It was in every one of the platforms like it is currently right now, but it wasn't in YouTube. And so YouTube obviously has so many more people on there. So it's like Google. So we needed to be on Google. On YouTube, they integrated it, so now you can shop and have your products coming through YouTube, which is great now because it wasn't like that before. So thank you, YouTube. And this is the product. I'm so happy about the shirt. It's durable, dude. It's the Gildans. So the Gildan is a great name. This is a great shirt. If you ever know about the Gildans, they got good product. You probably already wear some of these shirts already. And the print that they used was very good because even when the trademark sign, whereas it's not the same color, it's not lit, it's still rugged. It's not going to cut, it's not going to bend or nothing like that. You're not going to lose none of the quality in it. And that's important to me. So when you're making a product like this or you're creating a product, you actually got to go in there and look at the actual shirts and stuff like that. You got to see the tags. You have to really pay attention to it because it's going to go out to the world. And then you're wondering what the hell they're going to get. Like, so I have to actually get one myself so I can actually look at it and say, oh, okay, damn, they did a good job. So I'm telling you, the quality is up to par, and it's a really dope shirt. You supporting our brand, and you help us stay doing the podcast. You help us keep everything going. You help us continue to pay our bills and make more projects and more work for you guys, because that's what we're doing. We over here producing and creating for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing over here. I'm putting the goals up here so we can get some super chats going if you want to show some love to us and all of that. Because this is what we do over here at our brand. You know, we just kind of create and we make stuff. I'm gonna let D1B talk a little bit more. Let me see if wait 1 second before I do that. If I click, okay, so it goes there. All right, bet. All right. So well, let me see if I do it like this. Then sometimes you got to kind of do this before you walk away. STE, yeah, it's right there. There you go. So then if I do this. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Let's see. All right. I was trying to shut up my bro over there. Stoner Trap. Let's get back to the message real quick. D1B, he talking about it. He the one. I like dude. He talking. I was trying to find No More Talk. I couldn't find my boy. I thought he did one on this. Willie D Live. I know I saw he did it, but I couldn't find him. Because I always try to listen to his message and shit like that. You know the people who you like on YouTube, you rock with their messages and shit like that. Because you like what you like, you know what I'm saying? People talking the kind of conversation you want to hear, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to see if Willie D said anything about it. Because I know that's the bro right there, Willie D Live. And they say it's snitch. I'm like, damn, niggas going crazy yesterday. I'm like, I don't know. I ain't in people's personal life like that. Willie D Live and what's this BET Awards. And that it needs to be gone, and it needs to be gone. Like that ain't nothing we control. That ain't nothing. Hip hop awards. How's white people putting on the hip hop awards? Some of that stuff just seems so crazy. It's like you have to be from another country to even entertain the thought of some of this stuff. Like what in the hell are they even talking about? Like you would never come to my event that I was doing for another culture. You would just not come there. You would know not to come there. People would tell you, man, what the hell was you going there for? That dude ain't, but you know what I mean? No, you can't. He ain't representing us like that, and you would just listen to it, because how you gonna know? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to see if it. No, it don't look like it.
Prominent
Oh, well, they talking about Fat Joe, so let's see what old boy got to say, because everybody hating on Fat Joe. And on the actual votes, we got 59 votes, man. That's a lot of votes, boy. The country, y'all showing up, and it's a lot of votes coming in. So that's old boy say what he got to say.
You know what I mean? That within the culture. I ain't going to downplay. I'm going to tell you straight up. He was on something like, the Warriors been doing this for years. It's time for us to come in. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how it was stated. And that's how I heard it. And I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. It's pro. It's pro. It's pro. But at the same time, it was a little bit of shade there. You know? A little bit. But he got put on by black artists, though. It's what I was thinking the whole time I'm hearing that. But I'm saying to myself, who am I? I'm just here just listening. I'm just taking in what he's saying. I'm taking in because I'm in a room full of black Latin brothers that are all in the music industry. You got to understand that, too. I'm the only person there personally at the time that looked like I was. So I got in where I fit in, but here we go. That's the rhetoric that was pumped because he felt comfortable. He was in his own world at the time, too. Like, you know, you're in a closed environment. You got your people that look up to you. And you got you can say what you really feel. Exactly. Exactly. Kind of prominent, you know what I mean? That within the culture. I ain't going to downplay.
So I mean, I don't know if I could take so much of a hard ride on pause on Fat Joe for that, because he said he talking a bunch of his Hispanic homies, and he talking about taking over hip hop in the future, and that's just gonna be what anybody would say. Anybody would want to take over something and try to get a bunch of people on board with him doing it. So I really want to look down on Fat Joe for saying that particular statement. But the BET Awards being gone and that's not a thing no more, I still believe that that's a crazy situation. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't. Wow. That's crazy right there. I just saw they said living inside of a U-Haul center. Hurricane Chris. Damn. You know, he had that hot song, Halle Berry. He had some dope ass songs, but then he almost got down for murder too, but he think he beat the case. That was that guy, Hurricane Chris. I remember being a fan of him for a little bit. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and probably finish this live right now because I think I'm done talking about Fat Joe and talking about the BET Awards. It was fun. We had a good little time. We talked about it. But you still go right now and go grab the shirt. This is our new shirt, HoodFilms. Let me take off the green screen as I talk like this, and it's a dope shirt that we put out. It's our brand. It got every size, every color. You're gonna like it. Support the brand. We got new stuff coming in too. And if you look at the top up there, at the end of this video, you'll be able to see where I'll have a what's up, Tim? Well, I'll have a recap of all of the other Black Outrages. It'll be at the top at the end. You can check that out. And then we'll have where you can subscribe to the channel at the bottom part of it. So it's just a lot going on for the channel, but definitely I appreciate y'all rocking with us. You came and you rocked out with us. Y'all talked in the comment sections. Y'all actually made a bunch of votes. Look how many votes came in. It's crazy on the votes. That was a lot. I mean, it's a lot of people that came in the chat today, but it's a lot of votes came in. So right now, go in there and make as many more votes as you can. It looked like people do not, at this point, want the BET Awards to be gone. People think that should stay. People think that should stay. It's not that many, because it's 48 think it should go. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that many. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I appreciate y'all rocking with us and stuff like that. Hit us in the comment section. Definitely hit the pin thing and grab your t-shirt. Be a part of the brand. We're gonna rock out together. We'll just have a day where we all wearing our shirts, you know what I'm saying? And we got different colors and everything like that too. And I appreciate y'all, man. So we have a new show coming up, and at the end of the day, you'll be able to subscribe and you'll be able to watch the rest of the podcast. It's right there. All right.